All right. Hey guys, Josh B. Craft here. I just wanted to take a second to make a quick video and talk about something I'm personally really excited about, and maybe you'll be excited about it as well. So Grant Cardone is doing something called the Unbreakable Business Challenge, and it's coming up here at the end of January. And one of the things that has me excited about this is, if you've been in business for any amount of time, you might know that like end of 2009, maybe early 2010, really since then, we've been in what's called a bull market, or basically a growth-focused business market, right? Where businesses just naturally grow because the economy was really strong through all those years. For the last 12, 13 years, if you've built your business in that time, you may not understand the dynamics of what we're facing here in 2023, which is a potential recession, right? So what happens when the landscape that we play on, right, the actual ground that we stand on as business owners shifts underneath us? We can't rely on old data to predict future outcomes. We can't say that this worked last year, so it's probably going to work again this year. Hopefully it does, right? But we can't just hope that business works out either. That's part of why we own businesses, is because we have to solve some unique problems. One of the things I love about what Grant is always doing is he's always looking out for those problems, right? It's part of what made him super successful. And if you followed Grant in any way and you've gotten any of his advice through his content or whatnot, you know that he's a smart guy, right? And it's not just him. He actually surrounds himself with some really smart people as well. And that's a very important characteristic to understand, because even though he's kind of doing this challenge and he's putting on this sort of event, the people he's bringing on, people like Russell Brunson, right? TD Jakes, you've got Pete Vargas there, you got Brandon Dawson and Stormy Wellington. These are all people that are super successful in their own right, and they've all got a particular perspective on how to deal with this, and most importantly, they've all got experience on how to deal with this, right? So in one of the videos I'll show you here in a second after you sign up, Grant talks about this system that he's used over the last 20-some years to make sure that he could weather any of the storms, no matter what the situation was. And he promises on this challenge that you'll come out with hundreds of different ideas to be able to deploy into your business to make sure that you're well prepared for what could happen in 2023. And what's cool is the challenge itself is free, right? You get to have 5 days access to just knock around the information that they're throwing at you, see how it applies to your business, see how it applies to what you have going on. But there are some interesting things with challenges when different people launch them. And this particular one, as I understand it today, is a live challenge. That means you got to show up live to be able to consume all the content, right? So if you can't take that time out for whatever reason, then what's really cool is there's actually, I'll show you in a second, there's an upsell. I think it's $97 where you can actually get access to the recordings and you get some private Q&A time with the presenters and some other cool things in there that can just sort of amplify the experience and make sure that it fits better into your specific business. Instead of being an actual concept, you can take that concept and get some real applicable data to what it is that you're trying to do. So I'm personally excited about this. I'm not trying to sell you on the idea, but I'm trying to sell you on the idea, right? This is one of the most important things that I think you can do in 2023. And I've got a lot of experience with content and being involved with some of these guys and their teams, right? So I've been to different events. I go to Russell Brunson's events every single year. And the reason is because the information that these people give out, it just simply works, right? They don't have the businesses that they have because it doesn't work. So I think that's really important for us to understand. And for $97, I mean, I think I went out, I paid that for a steak the other night, right? So if you have a business and you're blessed with any level of abundance, I think this is money well spent. And I'm sure you spent $97 on worse things that wouldn't prepare you for nearly what this could prepare you for. So I'm just excited about it. Wanted to make a video, invite you to the whole process. Listen, guys, I don't even have an affiliate link for this. I'm just genuinely excited. So what you want to do if you want to sign up, go to unbreakable2023.com, and that's going to take you over to this page right here. If you click this button, secure my seat for the challenge, it's going to pop up a little form. You're going to put in your information, go ahead and click secure your seat here, and it's going to pop you over to this page. What I encourage you to do is watch this video, listen to everything that Grant says there, because he's going to tell you exactly what's going on. And you'll see with this $97 offer, exclusive backstage access. I don't know exactly what that is, right? A lot of times with these live challenges that people put on, if you buy access like that, maybe a half hour or an hour before the challenge, there could be some open Q&A time or something like that. It's a little bit more intimate access than just watching a presentation. I don't know if that's what that is or not. I'm sure one thing that I know that makes me sure this will be great is that Grant's really good at surprising you, right? I remember when he did the big 10X Growth Con in Miami, and it was full of surprises, right? So you were just on the edge of your seat the whole time over that 3 days, I think, for that event. So comprehensive step-by-step workbook. That's always good to have to organize your information. This is the important one. Lifetime access to the challenge recordings. You guys, live challenges are often done live. And if you're not there live, you miss the content, right? Being able to have access to those recordings as you move through your year sounds like a great idea to me, right? Personalized VIP sign-in experience. I don't know what that is. I hope it's cool. I hope it's another one of those surprises, right? And then VIP Q&A and visibility of the presenters. So that's similar to what I think I would expect it to be. Here's the last thing, right? Like, no doubt you're going to get a ton of value out of this challenge, but Grant Cardone makes no bones about the fact that he's going to sell you something, right? Like, you go to any of his business events, the 10X events, he's going to come right out and tell you, listen, you guys are going to get sold stuff during this whole event. Like, who would I be if I don't do that? And that's one of the things I love about him is just the open honesty, right? So I would expect there's an offer on the other side of this. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys, like, I have the confidence to say you should probably consider picking that up regardless of what it is, because information associated with this subject right now is new information to a lot of business owners. And even if you've been in business for a decade at this point, you still haven't weathered the kind of storm that we may go through this year. I hope we don't, right? I hope this doesn't need to be a thing, but for whatever small amount of money Grant's asking for, I think it's going to be well worth you preparing and having the right playbook to have rapid access to the ideas and the concepts that can actually move you in the right direction. So I hope you have an outstanding 2023. I hope it's a rock star year for you. You make more money than you've ever made before. But if times do get tough, I hope you have all of the right resources to be able to weather that storm and be there for the next rise. Because here is the truth. If you go back through history, the biggest businesses in the world right now, most of them were built during a recession. And it's because there is a strategy and there are still needs and problems that need to be solved in marketplaces, but there's a different way to connect with that marketplace. And if you can do it and you can do it right, you will win over and over and over. And maybe you're watching this and you are the CEO of the next monster business 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. I hope so. Take care. Enjoy your 2023.